Hi guys, welcome back to Eurovision Fantasia. My name is Aitor, and today I'm here with our first contestant for MGP Norwegian selection for Eurovision 2024, Miia. Hi Miia, thank you so much for coming to our channel.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited to meet you finally. We've been talking for a long time, and finally you're here with us. So first of all, before we start talking about MGP and Eurovision, let's introduce yourself. Who is Miia, and how did she end up in MGP?
Yes, I was asked to sing the song Green Lights, and that was really cool to be asked. I didn't expect it at all. And then I had to, first hear the song, of course, and hear if it was for me. And it had like a very different production and a different vibe when I first heard it. It was, I will describe it as more pink, it was very like pop, very Disney. And I think it still has a bit of the Disney element, but I had to go into the studio and like see if I could make it my own. So I did that and with my producer, and we changed a lot of the chords, and we changed a lot really. Not the lyrics though. I really like the lyrics.
Hmm.
So yeah, it just felt more and more right, and so I'm very glad I did it and that I said yes.
Nice. So tell us a bit more about yourself. We've seen that your music is quite streamed in Norway, so you're not new to the Norwegian public. But yeah, tell us, it's been the first time that you are trying to take part in MGP. Have you competed in other competitions before? Tell us.
Yeah, well, I've worked as an artist since I was 14. I started with my uncle, who was my producer for a long time. We just last year released my first EP, which is called Inner Voices Speaking. So I started working with him when he lived in LA. So I was there a lot back and forth in my teens. And so that was a crazy experience, so many good memories and also some tough memories because, there was a lot of pressure to, when you are in LA and making music, you're kind of competing with the best of the best. So I did lose a lot of confidence at some point there, which I had to regain. And I had to work a lot on myself to kind of find a new faith in myself. So I've spent the last couple of years doing that and writing by myself for the first time, which has been so liberating. So this is very new to me, I've never done a singing competition, uh, or like a little one here in Norway, which is like for young talents, but that's like a long time ago.
Hmm.
And this is just, this is a totally different scale. And yeah, I have like most of my audience around the world, in the US, in Asia, spread all over. So actually, there aren't that many people who know who I am in Norway, actually. So this is kind of the first time I'm really stepping into a spotlight here.
Yeah.
So a lot of new impressions.
Mm. Yeah, that's exciting. So now let's talk a little bit about the song. So Green Lights. You said that the song was given to you, but you work a lot in the production and how the final sound. So we know that the writer of the song is Emily Hollow, which she already wrote several songs for MGP, the winner song in 2021, yeah, Tick's song for an Angel, and also last year Chirill's song Break It. Yeah, what was your first impression when you heard the song for the first time, and have you talked with Emily when it came to production and final version?
Yeah, so the first time I heard it, the song had been very hyped up, as when somebody is giving something to you, it's a hype. So I had very high expectations, and I expected something completely different than this. So at first I was like, oh, I'm not sure if it's right, to be honest. That was my first impression. But, I always try to be open and really give things a chance. And when she started singing the verses, it was Emily who sung the demo. There was something about the verses that I really liked. You know, they're very like talkative. They're very like telling a story.
Yeah.
And so I heard like very fast that this is something I can take it and make it mine. So that, you know, I was very glad that Emily and Mugishu, the other songwriter and producer, that they were very like again open to me changing the song. I was given, you know, a free pass. I could do whatever I wanted with it. So I'm very glad that they were so, you know, open. Sorry, somebody is calling me. Can you still see me?
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. We can cut this part.
Okay, good.
Yeah. There you go.
Can I just continue?
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. We can cut this part later.
Okay, good. So, so I haven't really talked to Emily or Mugishu in person. It's just been going through, you know, middlemen.
Yeah.
But I've sent them a text message that I'm very grateful that I could sing the song. So hopefully, maybe I'll meet them in the delfinale or
Yeah.
something,
Hopefully.
if not later.
Yes, hopefully.
Mm.
So let's talk about the meaning of the song. What does this song mean to you, and what's the message you want to send to the world?
Yeah. So I think the song can be interpreted in different ways, you know, but for me, it's about my relationship to myself, you know, that I have been doubting a lot, you know, in my life. I've had many doubts and fears and insecurities that have really gotten the best of me at times and really stood in my way. So I've had to work a lot on that and kind of find, yeah, as I said, the faith in myself. And so this song is kind of about that, you know, that there are many good signs and good things, you know, green lights all around, but it's not always the easiest to see it, you know, to see the good things.
Yeah.
So I hope this song can like help people to like trust themselves and trust in their own truth, you know. That is what this song gives to me, and I feel like it has a very it is powerful, you know. I get a lot of strength from the song, but at the same time it's also very vulnerable. And I love when that can coexist together. So that's what it is for me. And I think like the first time I heard it, I thought, oh, this is about a relationship, you know, between two people that doesn't work. And I think that is what maybe it's originally about. But I had to find like my own meaning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's beautiful. But you're right. Like also musically, you can tell that like the verses and the beginning is like soft and more stripped back. So it's like very simple and the words have a lot of meaning. And then when the second part comes and it's more like the strings and the production it builds up, it's more powerful. So you have both parts. So
Yeah.
that's so nice that you could do it, make it your own because yeah. I'm curious to hear the original the original demo.
Yeah.
Emily, to hear like that pop banger or no banger, but you know, like a more pop version of this. But I think like this is more true to yourself, and also I think like it sounds a lot like Norway to me. Also, the first part it reminds to the Northern Lights, like that those sounds. It's very
I
unique.
feel pretty connected to Norway as well, you know, so it feels very much like me. I am, you know, I am actually in my DNA, I am 100% Scandinavian. I took this DNA test because I hoped that I had like a huge hope that I had some Spanish in me, but I don't. I don't. But Spain is like another home for me though. So, but
Gracias.
yeah. De
Yeah.
nada.
That's love from Spain. I mean, I know
Mm.
so many Spanish fans that love your song, so you're getting a lot of support from Spain. So
Yeah, I feel the support from Spain really.
yes, nice. So let's talk about the support and the competition. So you will be taking part in now it's 2 weeks, yeah. So yeah, next week actually already. Right?
Yes.
It's next Saturday. So not this Saturday, but the
Oh,
next one. In the third semifinal, which will happen, yeah, next Saturday, the 20th, I think it is, right? 21st.
yeah, the first one is now this Saturday, and mine is the 27th.
Yeah. And you 27, yeah, sorry. And you are on that semifinal, you are competing against quite big names, such as already some winners of MGP in 2019, Kano, and then they come second after Tix in 2021. How do you feel about competing against them and against other big names also in Norway in the whole competition?
Yeah, it's a bit scary, or you feel I feel pressure to be as amazing, as them. And I think Kaino they're really great live. And it seems like they have a lot of fans also. I think they have like both fans that are very like kids, but also grown-ups.
Yeah.
So I think they have a very good starting point.
Mm.
And also I think yeah, like of course I think Norwegians can be a bit, more to vote for those names that they already know.
Yeah.
So, but I don't want to be judgmental either. It can be, I think anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. Remember,
Yeah.
here, Alessandra wasn't like she was kind of new, and then
Yeah, she
uh, she,
was.
she won the whole competition. So never
Mm.
never underestimate that. It's just the life
No, and
performance.
it's so true. And I think ultimately what it's about is for the Norwegians at least, and it seems like with the whole Eurovision community, that they want to feel something.
Yeah,
And so that is always my main focus too when I perform live. I want to make people feel something.
yeah,
That is what I love when I watch artists as well. And that was, for example, with Alessandra.
mm,
She really hit something in me because her power was so
yeah.
like,
On the stage,
and she's so young too. and
yes,
because the song is not very like typically something I would listen to, but her performance just blew me away.
mm, yeah. It was
So
with Alessandra is this kind of performances. She reminds me to Loreen, for example, that the songs and
mm,
performance are very sleek, very like perfect. Like you see it,
yeah,
everything is perfect. Even if the song
yeah,
is not your favorite, the whole package is like it's very perfect. So
yeah, it's very powerful.
yeah, it's very
Mm.
powerful. Yeah, and makes you feel something. So that's true. And let's talk about your performance. So for what you are saying, we can expect some deep emotions and feelings in your performance. How are you preparing for that? How are the rehearsals going? And also, can you hint a little bit about your staging and performance?
Yeah. So the rehearsals, I've only had like a couple rehearsals so far with the Mona Berntsen. She is like the stage director,
Yeah,
and she is a great person. Like she's just a power woman, and she's choreographed a lot of different things. She's been a dancer for Justin Bieber. She is she is really awesome. So being able to work with her has been so cool. And she is also very like concerned about feelings. She is the same as me. She wants all the feelings to take place
yeah,
and come out. So we are on the same page. So I think it will be a very genuine, honest, and powerful performance because I will, give all of me. And I think I'm very ready to do that, ready to like just free myself, and
yeah,
just and also have fun. Especially like in the second part of the song, in the second half,
yeah,
I always smile when I rehearse it.
yeah,
I Because there is something like happy power feeling.
yeah,
And so yeah, the performance will hopefully be powerful. That's like my main goal. And I don't want to like say too much either because I want it to be
it's okay.
like yeah, and I want you to have your own impression, you know, when you see it. But I can say that I'm very excited just to be up on the stage at all. And I think the song will be even better live, you know,
Yeah.
because there is a lot of emotions there, and I think they will come out even more when it's live. And I have only have one chance to do it.
Well,
And I'm very, what?
well, maybe not. Maybe you will have more.
Yeah, no, of course, I have faith that it will go further, but that on Saturday, I
Yeah.
only have one chance.
True.
And I'm very excited about the outfit as well. I really, really love it. And it's like I'm very picky with clothes,
Yeah.
and I've come to kind of care less and less about fashion.
Yeah.
Basically because you know, the planet can't handle any more clothes, and I just there's I like it's I've kind of started to resent it at the same time as I really am picky,
Yeah.
you know. So it's not that I wear anything, you know, but so the costume designer, she's been amazing in kind of listening to what I want, and we created something together, and that was really cool to do that.
Nice. Is it gonna be green because of the green lights?
What do you think?
Yes, I hope so. Yes, I'm some
Yeah,
sparkle and like a glitter or something. Yeah, like green lights. That is
maybe.
two northern lights.
I feel like completely myself in the costume.
Okay,
So
that's very
that and
important.
that yeah, it is. And yeah, I think it's like the perfect balance between like down to earth but show, you know,
Okay,
like that
mm,
in between.
nice. And let's dream a little bit, and let's say that you go to the finals in Trondheim, and then imagine that you win and you go to Eurovision. Are you happy with your performance, or would you change anything and make it even bigger for both Trondheim and Eurovision?
Yeah, like I haven't, you know, had the official like rehearsals yet. We will have that the same day, the same days before the performance. So I think more will be clear to me then. But as I'm imagining it, I think it's the best it can be. But again, I'm very like open to change things if something pops up in my head, or a fan comes with like an idea, you know,
Yeah.
then I will be open to change it, because that is Eurovision. Like if I go to the final here in Norway and to Eurovision, it's so like there's a lot of performances, so there's many opportunities to do something
Mm,
new, like add a new element.
true.
So I'm very excited to like see how it evolves, and I would love to like hear fans' thoughts, you know, after the first performance, because I love interacting with you guys, and I feel like yeah, my fans are my friends, you know. It's
Mm.
like,
Oh,
so I really care about your thoughts, you know. So we'll see where it takes us.
so beautiful. Yeah, we will make sure. We will talk after your
Yeah.
performance next Saturday. I will give you some feedback. But I'm sure if in your mind it's perfect, then it will be amazing. And we
Yeah.
know that MGP, the production is really good, and they do a really good job with putting the show. This
Yeah.
this we saw this Saturday, last Saturday, it was really great show. And talking
Yeah,
about
I think so too.
the show, what are your favorites again, like amongst your competitors? I don't like them calling competitors, but which song do you enjoy the most listening, or would you like to sing yourself if you weren't singing Green Lights?
In my semifinal or in the whole thing?
In the whole competition.
Yeah, well, I think there are a lot of like I think everybody is really great in their own way, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
Um, my favorites, I actually love my AI.
it's so much
It's
fun.
such a crazy song, but
Uh,
it just gets stuck in my head, and I think, and it's not typically my kind of music, but there's just something about the melody that I like, and I think Erica is really cool. She's a excited person.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
so I'm excited to see her live performance.
Mm.
And I think Goth Minister is really cool. I think he has like a true power as well. And Eya with Ingrid Jasmine, I really like. And she is also, oh, she's such a beautiful person. Like she is so positive and yeah, she just she's able, I think, to have a lot of fun in life. She seems
Yeah.
like that kind of person, and that's inspiring, I think.
Yeah. She's so pretty.
And
She's
I mean,
half Spanish, so that's why maybe you.
yeah, yeah, she has a lot of that. She's not, Norwegians are known to be a bit
Cold.
reserved.
And cold, yeah.
Yeah, but she's not at all.
Mm.
So that's cool, and I'm excited to hear Anne Princess.
Yeah.
She is in my semi because I think she's a very good live singer.
Mm.
So I'm excited to like hear her voice live because I haven't heard her before.
Mm. True.
So yeah.
Nice. I can't wait to hear it,
Mm.
to hear all of them. And now let's talk about Eurovision. So, have you been watching Eurovision recently in the previous years? And if so, which are your favorites from both Norway and outside Norway?
Yeah, I have been watching, like I started watching it again in COVID, really, because some of my friends were, it was little to do in COVID and it was a lot of TV watching.
Yeah.
And some of my friends were like, oh, we should watch Eurovision. And then I realized that I hadn't really seen it since I was very young, because when you work in music, you kind of do music all the time. So it's, for me at least, it's impossible to like see and follow everything.
Yeah.
And I've been very into like specific genres. And so Eurovision was like, there were many years where I didn't watch it, but as a kid, I watched it because, it was so cool.
Yeah.
So I kind of rediscovered it now in COVID. And that was really fun because the show is, of course, it's epic and it's really special to like see. You kind of feel the energy even through the screen.
Yeah.
And so yeah, definitely, Måneskin really caught me.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Like
Yeah.
first when they started, when I saw them on stage, I was like, what the fuck?
Yes.
At first I was like a bit shocked because it was so unexpected.
Mm.
But then as the song went on, I was just like, I was sold, right away.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah.
So yeah, and of course my favorite of all time is Loreen. Um, Euphoria. Yeah, the first time I saw her perform, I was just stunned. I'd never seen anybody do what she did with
Yeah.
Euphoria. For me as a kid, that was very, very special. And of the Norwegian ones, I gotta say, the winners, the people who've been in Eurovision the last couple of years, is not really my style. Like Subwoofer, for example. It's a
Oh,
catchy song. It's a catchy song, but yeah, it's not really my thing. But Alessandra, I think, is amazing.
mm.
I think she it's impressive to see a young girl be that kind of secure in who she is,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was shocked when I found out that she was like 20, what, 21 or whatever. I like so young.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I can't believe. But yeah, she's so great. Okay, but I
Mm.
think it's the end of the interview. Thank you so much, Mia, for your time. I wish you the best of luck for your performance next Saturday, the
Thank
27th.
you.
We'll be rooting for you, and hopefully, I will see you. Uh, Kara will see you in Trondheim for sure for the finals, and I will hopefully see you in Malmo or somewhere else in Europe. Otherwise, in Spain, when you
Yeah.
come to Spain, we will.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you so much for your time. And before we leave, if you could send a message to your fans watching Eurovision Fantasia, that are rooting for you and playing voting for you next Saturday. That will be amazing. Thank you so much. Tak, tak.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for rooting for me in MGP.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Tak, tak.